morning, good afternoon, and good night. Welcome back to the 13th episode of Co-op by Life. Me and my girl.
How you idea? Remember boss man said we call the episodes no more.
Oh,
We're
sorry.
counting them still.
Okay, my bad. I missed that memo. Let me
Let
write it.
Let up.
Sorry.
I shout out and thanks for the shares, the likes again.
The comments.
We had a lot of comments on last episode, so I guess it was
We were a little nervous about it, but it went okay.
I wasn't nervous. I say what I say.
Today we have two guests on the show. We have Danny Marquez and Mitchell Ashu. Hope I said that correctly. And they are two people trying to make a huge difference in our community, and I would like for them to give what they stand for, what their goals, what their achievement up till now. And we're going to just have a conversation and let them speak their path. Okay? Danny, you want to start off?
Good afternoon, everybody. Good morning, good night. Yes, I'm one of the leaders of the group End Child Abuse. We are the movement of Tabasta. We are against pedophiles, against sexual abusers, and we want more protection for the children.
Yes, good afternoon, good morning, good noche. My name is Mitchell Oshu. I'm also one of the leaders of the group of Tabasta and Child Abuse, and it's a pleasure. Thank you for the invitation to be here. You know, this is a very complicated issue and problem we are tackling, and we're happy.
Sensitive also.
Yeah, of course. So, like I said, we're not going to mention any names.
No. No, I mean only a cost off.
Yes, as we go forward, we were glad to give you more information on this because this topic is going to get more interesting the coming times.
Okay. I was very surprised the first time I heard about it because I was like, finally, because it's something you think on, you're hearing the case. Because
Why is it finally?
What do you mean?
Finally, for what? So
Finally, like, it's out there, like it's open because it's like a lot of people pass through the situation. We have a lot of victims who come
taboo.
high,
Yeah.
but it's like a taboo in the culture and the society. So it's finally out there. Social media have it now that more things that are more open and make things more accessible for everybody. And I was like, okay, it always takes a leader to stand up and start a movement, and then people join. So.
Yeah.
I was glad to see that somebody from our generation was willing to take the torch and run with it and say, you know what, we're going to do this.
What push are you to do it? What push are you to do?
Actually, it's not somebody, it's a whole team, you know.
Okay.
Who put me in this is Mitchell. I think it was after the verdict from the partner from Dewey. Jaime, what was his title?
You know, what really started it was we wanted to go and block the Kia because one of the persons, the pedophiles, is going to get
out.
Okay.
Now we started somewhere on Facebook, we said something about it, and we made a chat group. In this chat group, we wanted to meet with each other to talk about how we're going to tackle this problem. So we made a flyer, a nice flyer, but this flyer was only dedicated for the chat group.
Okay, so it was a in-house flyer.
Correct.
Yes.
In-house flyer. All of a sudden, I see celebrities sharing it on Facebook.
Okay.
Aruban people or guys who I didn't expect it to get so far, but it leaked.
Okay.
So all of a sudden, instead of 10 persons at the Alhambra, it became like 150 to 100.
Okay.
And then we knew, we have a much larger base. So how are we gonna tackle this on a big scale?
Okay, that's nice.
And then these guys were here from the very beginning. Danny, Scribble, and Eduardo. A lot of the people we choose to be part of we call it the task force, but that's where the decisions are made.
Yeah. Okay.
These are here from the very, very beginning, the first meeting from
So that's how the whole organization was born. Like it's
Yeah.
just that we fight this battle, and when the outcomes from it was so positive, you say you can do more.
Yeah.
Okay.
And or you just should not, or you become pretty big on Facebook and social media, or you just also have a lot of people coming to you with stories and
Yes, victims.
how victims and how or you just process it, or you have we have instances helping these people, or when you get this information, what you just do with it.
Actually, Então, quero dizer, de 13 julho, segundo nós são hopi victims. As victims são ora mensen kan ons ons trata waki de caso tá vaccinatie aangifte ka van zijn van onze bisen hasi aangifte so sim hasi denúncia bueno por papi de nada, você ora botar parte de difamação. Ora não cabe essa denúncia, nós busca instância, não consegue manda, não sei o que. Para sempre tá começa a denúncia. Também nós sinta tem vítima nossa história para sociedade de não, portanto diz hino a momento que o vítima quer diz papi.
Yes.
O
Yeah, they
vítima
just
quer
want that,
diz
they keep it in so
um
long
hinde-
that they want somebody.
Sim, pois 13 julho aqui para parte no full geval,
Yeah.
parte de tabu que tem na Aruba, pessoal
Yes.
tem sexual abuse, que pedofilia full over Aruba. De
Yes.
músico, de polícia, de
Tu Camila.
trabalho, sector Camila,
Camila.
todo setor.
Yeah.
Então nós temos tanto vítima
Wow.
que tem uma chance de beira de mesmo ciclo e beira abusador também.
Yeah.
O certo de não ter que gewoon heen para um bora papo. Não a nossa maneira pessoa que pode ajudar direto, pero nós de angel abuse que movem da base não tem uma organização com nós psicólogo by nós, psiquiatra, nós não tem nada social by nós.
Yeah.
O que nós temos é carta de problema na instância não, to claim para o governo para não puxar para trás. Mas sinto que vários não, par de não assim aangifte, par de não aangifte worden perdi
What?
Sim.
na ISP, dus aangifte te gewoon desaparecer, não se vai back, que bringa, habe aangifte não back também de não. Então, processo como se cana, aunque processo não te cana ali, mas não se quer, pero não te cana, pero parte vítima de parte com, tá muito difícil para deal com ele, não?
E vooral de visa como nos tem ajuda não, bem nos tem sim, nos tem cerca hindrang di departamento ng social.
Okay.
So have the knowledge.
Correct.
How to,
Okay.
Yeah.
Correct.
Una comanda não.
Yeah.
En
Okay.
het is een grupo de hindrang, het víctima, het professional.
Ah, bom passar. Okay.
So,
Okay.
nos dat in contact to Hopi. Dus we have in the task force, we have a group, hey, this person, this is what happens. Where can we send them? Oh, this did happen? Okay, then you have to go there. Oh, did that not happen yet? Oh, then nos tem que mandar. So
Okay.
we have the
And then you have
information.
a whole yeah.
Correct.
And it's
E
some,
puxa, não?
so
Push,
next I was going to say,
That's
so
the thing.
I was
That's the
going
thing.
to
You
ask
need
that.
somebody
Yeah.
behind. Yeah.
So are you just push to give aangifte when aangifte no, or you just push even because people have aangifte that's all want to
It's
know.
not
So
to
you
carry them to the police. It does right
Yeah.
around
Sim,
with them.
die
Okay.
na polícia para ser gift.
Protecting them from
Because it's
the
a fear
aggressor.
too. Yeah, it's a fear too.
Okay,
Because
okay.
at the moment you give gift to me, you concrete this happening, and I want it to
It's on
stop.
black and white.
It's on black and white. So it's like
It's
another
official.
step. It's official. And that's scary, because once it's official, you feel like, okay, he will know, she will know, this will know, my family will know. It's like you're coming out.
Yeah.
So
Not totally, like, por ejemplo, a mí me hace que la víctima no quer hacer aangifte de weekend. De weekend bueno pas aangifte, pas op een team genoeg rechercheur op dat om piquet. Ora team piquet dus recherche in de bij kies, qua casa no dat me ora. Je pas over niet eens het peti genoeg professional, kuda educar, recherche educar riba zeer dilecten. Nou die gewoon para renda quando tá usa para zeer dilecten. A parte assim não tem genoeg tampouco. Dus ora porque hace aangifte de weekend bueno por mas waar te jaloon. O problema está com o de vítima que tem by casa, se que abusador porta até seja segunda para ele, porta padrastro, porta ovelha, porta homo, porta vizinha. E agora, ora se para de pedofilia, of pedophile, of sexual abusers, hope via não está generado como masculino. It's not
It's
only
only
men.
masculine.
We got a lot of women like
last
teachers that do
yeah.
this also, you know.
Yeah.
So when you talk about pedophile, sexual abusers,
They
all
don't
over.
have
It's
no-
all over.
It's man and woman.
Yeah, because we like to protect our girl children, right? It's always say boys all should go through it.
Yeah, all of them,
Kids
you know,
go-
it's
yeah.
both sides, both
sides.
sides.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
and the problem is, in the weekend, bono pass and gift. So you gotta stay with the
Wow.
victims. I stay with I'm gonna get 4 te 2 ore madrugada. After just no. 1 ore madrugada I'm gonna get que era correr con around the auto, drop non tanto, con un po' che era sì, so abusador, qualche notata, perché era buscano pa yama. E gewoon já domingo não passa em gift. Mas ele buscando já no back,
But
para
isn't that,
ir para passa em gift. Mas como is
but that's just that I find like that department, when especially when you're talking about kids, it can't have a break, it can't have a cap. If something happened now, you need action now. They're kids. So.
actually it's supposed to have a different apartment.
Yeah,
with
department
with
just
those
for that.
tables and have and make a report in 24 hours.
Yes.
Accurate, you know.
Yeah.
But
you're
ain't doing
talking
that,
about
ain't
kids.
doing that. And they
Yeah,
know
man.
that from long time.
And when are you pushing for the laws and those type of things? Are you also pushing for those type of things that
We just
hey,
push for
that we don't have like what you just said, when it's a child, we should act on it one time. It's not right for a child to go back home in that situation.
Yeah.
Are you pushing for those type
we
of
push for three
changes.
things: regelen, instancia, y manejo.
okay.
Manejo,
So the
yeah.
process,
Yeah.
the rules and
Mhm.
all the organizations and foundations,
Okay.
all of them need to just
Change,
reform.
adjust, and
Reform, all of them.
Okay.
So what we actually give to the governor, the Parlamento, and the Gobierno or manifest. These are now there are 22 points
Yeah.
that we want to be changed. These points were achieved through communication with all the departments.
Okay.
This was
Okay.
through combination
Oh,
with
also
okay.
it
departments.
was open to
The
see
victims-
you
Okay.
guys.
Okay.
Okay.
The
Good.
victims coming with problems say, hey, this is where it's getting
Right.
stuck. Oh, this is where it's getting stuck. So
Okay.
these manifest, and they told us this is the first time they get a manifest that is such
Detallado.
Yeah.
on
Okay.
what has to change. Because most
Okay.
of them would say, we want better care for the kids, or we want better care. But those are very large areas.
Yes,
We
yes.
want this change, we want this department change, we want people
But
there, we want
The department
And
was
why
open
also?
to sit with you guys to create such a product of why didn't they realize, hey, we have a problem? Why it took a group to shine light on a problem? Because actually the department's supposed to have like
Yes.
a cicada, a yearly, they're
Yes.
sitting down and
That was my
saying,
next
all
question.
of them know. All of them know
Talk about
where
the
the
islands.
faults and the
Yeah.
flaws be. All
All
of
them know, right? So
Look, what we did is just
shine
When-
a light.
No,
shine a
bring it
little
out.
bit light,
Bring it out.
and we did an undershoot. We went to victims, departments,
Yeah.
and people on the road,
Yeah.
like jurists and lawyers,
Mhm.
to get these 21 points.
Okay.
But these 21 points, the ministers knows about them,
Wow.
the foundations knows about them,
Awesome.
organization knows about them, professional knows about them, the officers knows about them, Gazette Pay knows about it, everybody knows about it.
And
But
nobody doing nothing.
the action that they're taking is just so slow that you barely don't see
See,
results about
result.
it,
But and also, if a process taking too long, for instance, I go on pension, I leave it hanging. It got always like, I know here in Aruba, if somebody go on vacancy, everything hold up. Because only one person working in that department, one person doing administrative,
Yes.
one person doing this, one person. So work tends to be forgotten, lost,
What's the problem
refiling.
too? We have a lot of bureaucracy
Hmm.
between those instances. Aruba tem uma instância, tem a parte social que nós temos 31 instâncias. Nós temos 5 100 gente trabalha para a social card. 38 milhões de florins agora gastar para social crisis plan. Social crisis, social crisis plan start 2018 novembro dia 18. Ora o problema passa que 2018 que agora matar full comunidade faina, não tá é card social só, porque full Aruba tá responsável escola, família, mama, tata, vizinha.
Sim,
Tudo
everybody
a falha
fire.
é 2018.
Yeah.
A saca plano social crisis plan para tackle tudo problema na área. Não tá saca ba onde falta tá. Não se com diz bem remind não, diz ter para
Like
frente
very
droga.
gone. Yeah.
Então, se você 5 gente de trabalho é 5 gente de trabalho carta e social carta, 31 instâncias, bagasta 38 milhões de florins. Vai começar 2018 novembro, vamos estar 2021, não, 2020. Nós
Two
estamos
years
na
later.
novembro acaba, não?
Yes.
Então, botem 2 anos acaba
yeah.
base. Até quanto anos vamos ter para adaptar, cambiar o processo, melhorar a instância, né?
Yeah.
40 anos?
When you talk to these people, like when you talking with those people and who working in this thing, I guess, or you meet them,
Yeah.
or you just ask them how they sleep at night, because
No,
you
I just
got
asked
2
them
years.
how would it feel if this happened to their own family.
Yes,
You know?
yes, and
That's
that,
what I asked them.
and I need to say, as you say, and I last time I touched the same thing with these two boys, that we as a community fire these children, and still I know cases that's happening, going on the same thing, how these two children happening, and nothing ain't going on. I have personal cases I know, the same treatment these two boys and how they lose their life, happening right now,
Over and over.
happening, like still going on, and nothing ain't going on. I've been involved in that so much times because we have this law that the mothers are all for the kid, and I went this one and I just be telling them, one more, or you waiting for 2 more children? And why just find person that nobody from the instancias ain't going the extra mile. You
No,
understand
for
what I
sure.
mean? Because if I work, that's why I can work in those places. So if I know this going on, pamayam to the so can get on the unang, they will lock me because kidnap children. But I prefer to go lock up that I know I did something and I get up tomorrow and I hear these two children them gone. Understand? So I
And the
don't.
problem is also, look, you have 31 instances, just mentioned one for there, but the other instances then behind them, like you have repressive and recessive, all of them just work together, no? Hope you didn't know data the otro.
That's the problem.
Hope
Baby,
you
work
didn't
That's
yeah.
the
know
problem.
Eiland riba outro. Perché
Yes.
ito sa che vota per
Yes.
sei, se vota per sei,
That's
look,
the
Yes.
problem.
I just work by their way, I know a fair say. Tur ku sinta e riba a mi drago nisso, ma firma un contrato con Aruba, dus sim map sinta mi drago con map.
Correcto.
Por sinta mi drago por AVP sinta mi drago con AVP. Red sinta mi drago con
Correcto.
so a mi drago mi project mi zorg que project wordt afgerond.
Yeah.
Und der samen kende si dan porta
Yes.
su ideologia no da dimi por
There you
passa
go.
por so botin
Okay,
bo porta differente
yes.
opinião.
Yes.
Pero at the end of the day, botra bouta que botra
Land
bouta,
Aruba.
visita profissional.
Yes.
And
Yes.
e 31 instanze aqui, da pare isla, quando
Yes.
tem como mesmo que na Aruba se quer só Aruba que cena quando tem coi avião vai, well não puni coi avião vai se cá outro.
It's
Não tem
true.
brug tá conectar,
Nothing.
essa que tem data de sei tem
Yes.
data assim,
Yes.
para entrar conjuntamente.
Yes.
Esse é o problema mais grande.
Yes. And but it's in all the departments, huh?
I just want to say
We have it in
because
justice department too now.
in all departments,
We should be one. So I should go in a system and see exactly who coming from immigration, what record it have, but that's
Someone
just
has
Aruba.
secrecy.
You know what the challenge with that is, and why they don't have communication? Because
Ego.
all the
Ego.
instance nine, it's not only ego, it's their relevance to be
The main man.
exist.
Yeah, yeah.
Their relevance
Yeah,
to
so we
exist.
can't join, become one.
Yeah,
We have to
yeah.
be
Because people is
individual,
gonna-
so we have
people
to
is
have
gonna fall off.
individual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if I like by law, the YZP is the only
Yes.
organization who can take interview of a victim.
Of the victim.
Okay.
But once you come by this one gonna ask the child what happened, and they say, oh no, maybe you're gonna go there. And sometimes they take a whole
A
filter
ping pong,
before
yeah.
it get to the
And-
center point.
Yeah.
But why do they do this? Because then they feel they have information. Information is
Yeah.
power.
But they don't
Yeah.
share it.
They
They don't share
but
it,
that's
and
why
that's
the
why-
power is having it.
And when I been to these instances, because I remember you asked me once, I tell people keep them in, but you can't really come on by any instances. They don't understand. We've been to all the instancias, and all of this keep telling you, okay, but being overthink bike, but nobody in connecting the dots. Remember you was talking
Okay,
about
one question.
nobody connecting the
You
dots.
went to all instances, no? Okay. We just start with the word taboo. What means taboo? Taboo is something that people are hiding inside, behind the closet, they want to talk about it, they feel ashamed. Okay, taboo is very broad in this subject of
Yeah.
child abuse, sexual abuse,
Any
or
abuse
whatever.
of child,
Okay.
yeah.
Why people don't go to instances? One, they don't feel comfortable talking about it. Second, they don't feel they're gonna get help
Yeah.
through these instances, and it's a long road you gotta walk. Next thing, this is a taboo. So the ciphers, them, the numbers that these instances have doesn't club.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It don't
Yeah.
club because
If
a lot of people don't want to talk about
talking.
it. A lot of people don't have no security in them. They
Yeah.
don't feel secure.
Yeah.
They want to talk
But-
about it, you know.
But the way
They're
they're
not
managing
confiance
that, managing it too, that they're sending you here, you as a
Yeah.
victim don't want to be like
Yeah.
on a showcase going
Yeah.
everywhere. You
That's
want to
happening
be
now.
helped.
That's
That's
happening
You
now.
want to get to where I have to tell my
Yeah,
story and be
Yeah,
heard.
man.
If you send me and you tell your whole story, how it happened, when it
Yeah,
happened.
yeah, man.
Okay, you go back
No,
to me, you got
yeah.
to go tell your story again. You go here, that is not what
Okay.
they want.
But that's
Sure.
happening exactly. That's happening.
Yeah, man.
That's not what they want. They want to be heard and they want to hear, okay, we're going by your house, we're doing this, we're doing action, this is what you need to
And,
do.
and, and that's just the first step to disencourage them.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
when the ones who get
They
to
give up
so
and
far
they're like-
go to court and do
Yeah.
all this drama and walk the maze to get to the court, and then the judge don't give a satisfactory
Yeah.
It's like,
result.
but it
So this
discouraging
drug-
the other ones too, what was coming.
That's why this is another level
Like,
of
I
why
can do
it's
all of this
discouraging
and
them.
then
Yeah.
still,
That's why I like that people coming on the page and saying the story.
But it has two things with that too. Why you
I
just
was-
say about a judge. Look, instância não está trazendo muito, não do ano outro cifra.
Yes.
Ora muito ora abusar na escola, abuso em front school, por exemplo. Okay. E muitos bem sabe, eu também anta de coisa também na casa, me tata aceitar apto com.
Yes.
Qual é muito não gosta, ok? Como um front school, primeiro que eu vou dizer assim, ok, sabe que passa, que não se vai EZP. Vai EZP com muita contato, mama, depende com o caso que tá sobre tem mama não tá assim, pero botem o código de proteção qual é o que na cabe passa, certo? Instância na aí certo profissional na certa escola tá, mas eu apliquei. Primeiro que eu tenho passa é informação me chega EZP. Problema que eu tenho que tá, eu falo escola vai interrogar muito, Depende da instância integra muito. Para ora muito não chega na IZP, história
Ja,
ora para
cambia
quatro
sim,
dia.
ja,
Os
cambia.
bedrag krijg je história,
Ja.
não também são
Yes.
fuerte, ora ela começava a muito de bisa
Yes.
A, depois bisa a B,
Yes.
a B, C, D,
Yes.
dus esta história vira
Yes.
mais largo.
Yes.
Dus história era end e por water.
Fica.
Antes que passa ora nem vai tirar rapport, mesmo que passa que rapport. Se
Yes.
rapport é na coisa, é rapport da bom underboat, e não tá fuerte, não tem genoeg prova, e coisa também vai dar castigo a bom
Yes.
quando acostumar a
Remember you were
não
talking about
castigo
that?
não bisa coisa na
Yes.
Aruba não te serve para nada,
Yes.
para nada bolsa serve,
Yeah.
te bisa bolsa flat. Você quer você mandar carta com você não te serve para nada. Dus
Yes.
bij de você está dando abusador,
Aleluia.
of 2 anos, oké,
Yes.
van je rapport não está bom opgebouwd, dus você está calculado, oké, je moet doen kijken 2 anos, en de oom tata zal je defender se you, você não você se isso que era lifetime será ding. Você não te serve para nada, don.
It's true.
Você
That's
não
a
se
big
vai.
difference.
Yeah,
That
it
big
is.
difference.
It is.
But anyways,
When I
pensei-
go
But
have
it gonna trigger that type
yeah,
of mentality.
mentality. If I say
Pero,
I say to the show, I going up. I don't have to go up. I don't have to go up, Papa.
Pero-
My franchise, I going up.
Pero
I going up.
voorbeeld, bij jou worden aangeraakt in de persoon, op een abuso, etc. Een abuso portando de penetratie, portando de vinge, whatever. Bota bij ze aan, bota wat een caso com cabeçada.
Yes.
Ante caso não é importar.
Man, it's super
Just
passa.
dos luna.
It's super passa.
Just dos una caso aí. Então a pessoa está sala especiais, uma
Ah,
especiais, uma condicional.
Yeah.
Ah, bota aqui, porque bacana, e mais tu na tua 31 instância, não
Vai,
cheio com a bota em bucana, para buiar na de rapport de bom gebouwd, para sobre assunto que traz o rapport. Na Jesus tem nota educar para trazer o rapport. Mas ele não direito. Ele vai fazer seu esforço para trazer, pero também botar aí com o M também cara tão cima, o que falta.
Yes.
O M também se Jesus tem que falta de rapport para ver a
Wat doe je met
agora
persoon
rapport
erbij?
dingen, toch het is zwak.
Yeah.
Going for sí.
Como
One went wrong.
Ok,
Yeah.
de ora questa ambito tu ne, questa che non ti serve, tu ne tiki straf.
Yeah.
Dus je hoort abende pensa, "Coi, mi vai cá tu ne
That's it.
mais
I gonna do take it in my
Okay.
own hands. Yeah.
Anto, no, next time portava de bisa se portava nota che na água, pero de bisa no, mi dai busca aiuto para mim, ok? Ba bisa bonota com a ruta de passa na instância, não? Para que não patoque com isso que não te serve, não abute que anya, fine, dona abusador que anya, mas busca ajuda. Você quanto custa ajuda?
Yeah, you're
Você
gonna
com
yourself.
wachtlijsta para buiu hanya
Psicólogo.
psicólogo.
Se não, eu vou ter que pagar por mês.
Yeah.
Então, se você pagar por mês, cada CS, portanto,
Da
290,
Yeah, yeah.
of 125, é seguramente por mês de 150 vai
Vai
arriba.
arriba.
Depende de quem você
Ah,
é.
yeah.
Portanto, a pessoa que te pensava, não, vou eu me sei, 18 CS, nem você não tá, mas que
Não
quer
tá,
pagar.
mas que tá.
Yes,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah.
Qual amanhã não vai for,
Sim.
nem que
Yeah.
você ganha 4 mil for para
Yeah.
uma.
Você vai usar
Você?
bullying, vai usar bullying para
Era
inserir
entre-
bullying na televisão. Bom dia.
At the end of the day, você tem sistema que não está funcionando.
Yeah.
E tu sabe.
It have too much crap.
Tudo.
O sistema está funcionando, tem um sistema
Panam.
que é um verdien modelo.
But it's everything,
Yeah.
even in
But
our
it takes-
medical
yeah.
care.
Kasi na momento ako que bijvoorbeeld na nato donado babahay yung psikolog to ko problema pa buyo. Pero babahay yung psychiater to bi fácil.
Cioè, a pessoa que trabalha, não?
Psychiater krijg je
Yeah,
medisch.
because then those pharmaceuticals making money. Yeah, it's yeah.
Die tak uit te worden pusha, hoop je mas dure ako.
Yeah.
Respaldo da bereid uit, you know.
And I guess, or you saw numbers, right? Or you see numbers. Now, we can call this what going on, the abuse, the pedophiling, all of that. We can call it. It's also have a big problem. Also having a big push on the bad society, the bad social things what going on. Or you see the numbers? I don't see the numbers.
No,
You say it's a circle,
Cycle,
eh?
it's a cycle.
It's a cycle. So you seen this number? It's a big problem in our society.
É grande, mas you got 90% de abuso que passa na casa, família. 7% passa na escola,
Wow.
fundação, na deporte, bijvoorbeeld gymleraren, meneren de school, na scouting,
Coaches.
coaches, sim. Então 3% passa na missa. Esse é caro para me trazer em percentagem para. Ok, ora se para abrir abuso da passa de família, e porta homo, e porta tanta, dus pessoas não estão em masculino e feminino, não está manual só. Pero hopi dia, é só não pode abusar de hina, tu hina acabou abusar também. Se nós vai de história de Aruba,
Yes.
se hopi família não com fam não, voral só não pode ter
They-
high elites não. Houve de não também door incest. Porque
Incest,
isso
Yeah,
yeah.
incest.
Yeah,
famílias
incest é
antes
história.
que era
Yeah.
aguanta
Propriedade,
color,
the color,
genetics,
genetics, yeah.
status.
Yeah,
Dus
yeah,
não quer para não quer para de outcross.
yeah.
Dus não quer para de in-house breeding zone.
Yeah,
Não
yeah.
é isso. Misco cachorro. Dus não tá reit na mesma família, of casa
Yes.
mesma família, of ter relação com a
No
mesma
mesmo
família.
union, we're
Para
gonna
que
use
reproduzir na mesma genética, na mesma forma, para ter
Yeah.
comportamento.
bloodline, yeah.
Dus esse tá bem, tá portar opinião também ninguém, pero tá parte da cultura,
Yeah.
acaba de
Yes.
DNA.
That's why, yeah,
Die
they
hoop
don't-
die
yeah,
ons.
It's
Dat
wel
is
nog,
ons.
it's
yeah,
wel
and
nog.
the Danish
Anto,
culture, yeah.
e persona não te rei puhende e não tá embora rei. Pero
It's
não
not-
ajuda.
Yeah.
Como nem na
The same thing with the
ajuda.
mother,
But
the,
it
the
is,
two
it's
ones,
a fact,
Yeah.
the
no?
mother, the two ones, I know her from the
It is a
barrio.
fact.
My children know her, and my son told me that she went through the same thing. So people don't understand she was a mother and how she couldn't protect, but they don't understand that she don't know what is love. She don't know nothing
Yeah,
better.
correct, yeah.
Yeah, she don't know nothing better. If she herself was one,
That's
she's
the
was a victim.
reality.
That's her reality. So for her, whatever her kids was going through is normal because she
Yeah.
went through it, so it must be normal, right?
Yeah.
So they don't know, and that's why I mean to say. So we seen as a circle, all the instances seen as a circle, and nobody ain't doing nothing. Nobody.
It's not like they ain't doing nothing. They're doing what's convenient to them.
Do that.
That's
You
for me is
understand?
nothing.
So, for
They
example,
very
you
enough,
see
they're not
now,
enough.
you just mentioned Rispal is all over. You see, not all over, I have a little light on Facebook. What do you think, so? All of us are Rispal pushing a lot of things on Facebook.
Because are you contradicting what they do?
Not all. So,
Calling them out.
because a lot of these social workers, you have 500 people in this whole master plan that's not producing nothing. End of December, they have no contract because the government have
Oh, yeah.
Ambtenaar stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah.
they got to push them somewhere.
Yeah,
So they're
yeah.
pushing most of them in respaldo. So 38 milhões da Bahia não aqui.
Yeah.
Dus per respaldo, que respaldo para produzir? Bawa que rende não cadê de respaldo com a salida.
Yes.
Dus bota preferar de droga em pessoa em vez de ajuda.
Yeah.
Dus nos parte ajuda te cair para vítima não.
Yeah.
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 Quinta bisa também que abusador também me se ajuda, me quer se ata parte verdade, me se ajuda psicólogo para passar ali, pero também se tem um rapport depois, ou se é porcaria que passar ali back de comunidade.
Comunidade, eigenlijk wel.
Como né? Dus a trobe full e processo e o sistema não está funcionando porque que pessoa não está sendo e acionando com mestre para que funciona. Então tem que quando que não cambia, não sabe que é que problema, que não somente que é produzir
See,
e
the same
abusador.
time. Yeah, because they gonna keep going in a cycle like this.
And
Yeah.
But what did they say after they receive the printing? What is the next step now? What they say? How they could start, like jumpstart the changes? What did they suggest? What did they say? What's the information, the feedback, or you get in a positive way? I understand they say
In a positive way.
specific, but in a positive way, where they expect or you to see the changes.
You know, you have heard about the social crisis plan?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's a team of heads of instanties and representatives of each ministry.
Yeah.
So they have taken our manifesto 21 points
Mhm.
to address how they're going to make a change. So,
Okay.
your point 2018, this is what we have done about it. The point 3, this is what we have done. So they have a list of things they are doing which are correspondent with the things we are asking for them to do.
Okay.
So in that way, it is moving forward.
Okay.
So there is a positive light, but as Danny says correctly, all this action is coming to an end. You know, as the social crisis plan is winding down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so
But
the
why is it winding down?
because the money is gonna end. No?
December, hoop je geen goede trajectorie bij sociale kaart of dingen, zo wat. Look na assim não, a diz binca mais candidato de persona não ding
Ding
por sociale kaart.
Okay.
Candidato não que men sempre
Social
qualidade,
kaart,
né?
Okay.
Bahinca mais hene a ding, per hene não que não por bem onder een vaste contract.
Yeah.
Okay,
Agree.
eenmaal bobien van een vaste contract aan betrappen op piano, boek brengen het aan bij opleiding, boek melhorar boek mis,
Yeah.
boek er educar boek mis, per se tampoco não te vai passar. Dus, te dezembro aqui, não tem contrato. Dus weer december, hoop je dan te bij paar na de puxar, dus paar lokaal boek aan sa. Dus,
And they make for what?
dus bo plan, bo traha, eigenlijk, ora bo tra um plan, bo tra um caso, bo aqui budget botin, quando tempo bo que trair, qua qua contratista bota ba approach, fiquem bota minha placa, minha oferta que material bota ba usa. Dus na tra um plan, maneira a mita compreender to, pero na hou rekening com diski dezember, minuting touring heen como hinka back ding e kaart of ding e plan AKP plan functionar. Dus bo planta base de Kiko.
Yeah.
So it was pure show.
A mim não pode trazer caso, bijvoorbeeld casa sali 380 mil, dan moet het bij planeer para trazer com 300 dias.
So it was pure
Onde me
show.
70 tá.
It's again a Verdin model, you know,
Yeah.
all these
Oh,
bureaus,
wow.
all these bureaus coming up.
Yeah.
Instead
Yeah.
of making like
Yeah.
give us hire 10 kinderpsychologen,
Yeah.
pay them what they want to get
Yeah.
them here, because
Yeah.
that is where the wachtlijsten are starting.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
that is
they
what
will make a
that is
thesis,
what
yeah.
will change to break the
That's
cycle.
right. Break the
Break the
cycle. No,
cycle.
they will
Yes.
make a crisis plan.
Yes.
They will make a group.
They had a crisis plan, but it was not strategic. It
Yeah.
was just a budget.
Like
Yeah.
everything
It
what
was
is
a
what
budget.
it is
You
doing in
know,
Aruba.
this is how much money you have. You know, what do you need? Okay, you get that. You need something too, you get that. You need something to do that. But
Yeah.
is this contributing to the solution? Not really.
Nothing. Nothing.
It's
You know,
moving too slow. For us,
we got to give props though, because we have many friends in the social sector. We got to give props to. There are many people who are working
That's
their
as
asses off.
like every department.
Yes,
like every
they
department.
are,
Yeah,
they are,
like
they are,
every
they are.
department.
So we cannot just blame them.
Not
They're
blame
not
them.
doing
Yeah,
nothing,
yeah, yeah,
because that
yeah,
is not really, because there are plenty of people who are.
Yeah.
But as a team,
Team
as a
as
whole,
a task force.
it's not working together.
And
God some are doing their best, yes.
yeah, and
But it's-
Yeah, but it's
there's
a lot
no
to carry.
connection
Yeah,
with-
you need
between the
to. You
station.
need a more. Yeah.
and as you can recall, like growing up, you could recall the first time you were into contact with a sexual
Abuser.
abuser or a person that you said. I could remember my encounter.
Mm.
You could remember. You could that. When I was
First
young, I
time.
didn't think about it. Now that we're talking,
Mm.
I flash back on it, and I was like, as you said, he just didn't have help. Now he's a zwef, eh? He live on the road and he just do things and people just beat him up and beat him, but he didn't have help back then. And this was serious when he went to look up at a young age and up there it happened, eh?
Mhm.
And when he come out, he was a total different person. He was a total different person, and he could have never come out of that. And mother was gone.
Couldn't come back.
No, he could have because his mother's died. When he came out, his mother's died. So it's just him on this island with no family. And the way he is now. That was my first, and I was thinking, contra. I could imagine what this person
Being true.
being true,
Yeah.
being true his whole life. And then you see them on the road, you be like, sai tu zwef, sai tu go, pero não sa,
Que
Well,
ela
you
passa
been
bem,
through
sim.
it.
que cola bem true. Sa amin não te trate mal, que coisa que tá assim, por explicar não assim com né.
Yeah.
Pero,
Pero ik hoor acaba de psichisch.
yeah, isso aí vai
Dus
ser.
ora voorbeeld, ora uma pessoa está assim, se não há ajuda adequada e na tempo, bom não vai correr mais. É walking bomb. Ture pedofil não quando anda lá sali com vei e vontade com vai sali quando saca quando anda lá sali para mim quando sinta full castigo, tá passa via comissão, steek reclasseren die contra rapport, die kia não tá rapport die via psicólogo tampouco não psicólogo educar, mas ele lê como é para tá rapport, não tá rapport junto, não tá vai sinta evaluar se pessoa que possala que tem que estar saliendo com a walking atrás o sistema aí. Pero para mim que sei tá tem par com o ministro me que fino para pessoa que sale. Tudo assim que está saliendo. Eu não vou ajudar aí.
Yeah.
Não tem programa
So,
para não.
yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the pedophiles, right?
Sim,
You're talking about the
pedophiles.
pedophiles. Okay.
Sexual abuse also, pero
Sexual is two different things, yeah.
Okay, yung dinang no hay programa tem que adequar psicólogo educar
Change.
riba é tópico aqui para não passa via full programa para especificar se a pessoa que possa ligar.
Yeah.
E ora se ligar não tem controle para não.
I just
Yes,
want to say
that's
that.
it.
That was what
That's
Essa
that-
bem demo vai portar para bem
You know the video, you know.
Oh, you have one of those points in all you
Certo.
and all you think because
Mas
this
também mandava
should be.
digital, para
Yes.
nós que viríamos, é que não há algo mais que vir para gente.
No, it
Pero
should
que
be.
dentro estamos no seu ponto, caminho não se bisa
My question is, it is a Kia
Wow.
is not
que
a
não
prison,
No.
but is a
To
help
Corexi
you
Institute.
Kia, the Corexi Institute
Institute
Aruba.
Aruba.
Pero não está funcionando como um
Corexi
Corexi
Corexi.
Institute. No,
Porque
I know.
That's right. It's
Você
a whole-
não tem programa, não tem psicóloga
So then-
para trás dentro do
How do you know then, for instance, because normally there is the abuses happen again. Like had the guy in San Nicolas was convicted of sexual rape 3 times. How is that possible? How can somebody that 3 times and you once you kill? How somebody like that? Well, when they kill a tourist
Yeah, I
once,
know you don't know. Yeah.
they reoccur. So
Kill a
it's
tourist
how you
twice.
could how somebody like that could be walking amongst us
Because
Okay.
and
How somebody that could be walking amongst us, right? We out, but far went to protect his child is locked up for life for 15 years, 12
Yeah.
years.
and he get chances upon chances upon chances.
yeah.
But I don't get it. I don't get it. That's a
we
big
lost
You
system.
know,
We lost
you
system.
touch a very good point, and you know, I am trying to change my mindset around it, to wrap my mind around that too, because I was not convinced yet. But like you said, you see this person who has been, you know, of him being abused, and that's why where he is now. But you know, we got to find a way to raise the consciousness of
Yeah.
this for the people. You know, so right now we are all like, the first thing you think when child abuse is they lock up the dad there and, you know, throw the key away, beat him up, cut him up. You know, that was me too, like some time ago. But I'm trying to switch a little bit to the fact that these people have also been abused.
They
Yeah.
have a past,
It's the
maybe will have
system
the
that's been
same.
failing us.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
why I keep
no,
saying
that is
that,
a-
that is
It's
a
the
fact.
system that you
That's
gotta
a
be
fact.
mad of, not
Yeah,
the
yeah.
people
no,
who
no,
are
yeah,
making
the
these
system.
problems.
And Amaku asked when one of your points of when they finally come out was one of your points where you said that how should these people in the public
Okay.
public
Or
yeah,
ela
Public
sai
registry.
cá,
Public
ok.
registry.
Ita cai by parte de Lena, nos
We,
tem
we want
quatro.
them to stay away from children for a
So,
certain amount of time, and we
Make
want
sure
them
they
to have a
go.
bracelet or a chip or
Something,
something.
because then how you can manage it? Because
And how
I know we have schools different places,
yeah.
and sometimes we have to see people passing by the school and we like, hey, that person rad, like how they keep watching.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
it is getting
It's happening
for
all the
some
time.
reason
Yeah.
when somebody stranger is get like this
Yes.
like
It is
this
happening.
uncomfortable feeling,
It is happening.
and
a
you
lot.
just be like, yeah, this aura like you know.
Bad energy.
But we wouldn't know
And
if this
Wow.
person was convicted in the past or not. We
The same
don't
is.
have that.
A nós tem pari punta de Lena, de beleza, né?
Mhm.
Punta number 4 tá mais sentença, não, a muleta de enkele of microchip, com software para monitor is um culpável, uma vez com nada de liberdade.
Okay.
That's something that they have outside of international.
Internationally, yeah.
Maar a sentença não provisão temporal de contacto com turma menor de idade. Que não nos esquive temporal, para sobrar, se não ajuda.
You can, yeah.
But in case não ajuda, desmar a sentença no contacto gewoon com menor de idade. Nós temos menor de escola que abusar de vários muito de madiki, da tra na rádio, até que trove, da bezig com muito trove.
But the society tends to forget a lot of things. You know?
Yeah, they
That's
tend
the
to
problem.
forget, but
We
that's
tend
why
to
we're
forget.
gonna remind them a lot
Yeah.
of things this
Yeah.
week.
We not only forget, we accept.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
even if
Yes.
we know,
accepting.
We know, but
we
it's
jump
like
up about behind certain people who have known to be doing this.
Correct.
So we are
Yeah,
voting
right.
for certain people who
Correct.
we know we are doing this. We
Correct.
are listening to radio programs for
So
people
people
who
will
know
know
to be doing that.
correct.
You know, so
Correct.
it is this mental thought of us being accustomed
Some
to
of
it
it
that we
now,
have
and
to change.
Yeah.
And you know why?
Yeah.
Because the system knew nothing about it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Outro ponto mais quando você pensa over de forma na ou sistema para alertar bairro que tem pessoa que já agora sentenciado para caso de bolso de
That was an
caso de
expression.
bolso imbecilidade.
Explain
For example,
yeah, explain the point.
How we
perfil sali met BI voltaire vrij sali, want dat die wanneer van die bo abonus sa.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mas tem sistema digital que
Yes.
não dá alertar bairro, dus
Yes.
after vai
After-
sabotar
Hey,
e mensagem
but in the US, does have
of
that
the
law.
papo
Yeah,
cubo.
They just have to go on the registry in the neighborhood they live in.
Yeah.
Aha, o instância por bem sabotar me bosa. E se
We
a
know.
manibo
Aha.
que persona que abusar de 4 mucha, ela sentencia tanto a eta de
We
libertad.
reforming.
Ela sai era para abota alerto.
Yeah, because children
So,
innocent, that's
You
what they
wouldn't
go
want
complain.
children behind
or
the
your
fence
children-
talk with
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we Pueblo ready for that because we got a lot of ignorant people too. So
We have a lot of pedophiles out.
Yeah, I know we have a lot of people find out, but listen to me. We have a lot of ignorant people too. So you can tell me, listen, your neighbor know is that, but because some people ignorant, oh, that's a pedophile, let me go kill him. So or you have a piece to the way of it, 'cause there's humans still, eh? There's humans that also they could be
But
But for
protected.
him to be out in these numbers, we have also part that he need to get.
Yeah, to get help, but
Okay.
we as a
Then-
neighbor now, they
then-
too need to be protected because we can't
But
just go
maybe
around. Or before we ela su help, ela su kona wa hayan sa ku ita tamali su pasado, so ita
Sure.
bayin su kona, ita kurbano su bes, ata boom,
You harassing.
ata
yeah.
bingkas loko, sa itong pedofil ba ni bang mate, boom.
Sempre, e ora è stata elezionata nel budget 5 euro per io.
But same que
But the
menos.
company
So
party
they have that,
is the party
you put
emotional doing.
or you have that too. As a-
No,
as
they
a-
say they say
Oh, you don't know.
We don't focus yet on
On that,
protecting.
so you
We have
protected
enough
set,
protection
set,
already.
or you protected set the
They have
victim.
enough to,
Yeah.
yeah.
okay, not for
That's-
pahina no bruja, no?
No,
Pahina
but,
sack.
but listen, there's enough known pedophiles outside right now. So if
Yeah.
some,
Yeah,
if,
people
if
people
that
are
should,
reacting on
if
that
that
now.
should have happened, it would have happened
Yeah, but
already.
I want the listeners know also what are you set on. Huh? So as I said, are you set
We
on
want it to be
protecting?
normal to know that
Yeah.
there's pedophile living here. What they have to do is just
Yes.
keep your kids away
Yeah,
from
Yeah,
there.
you're
That's it.
seeing,
Yeah.
you're
You-
seeing.
You as a parent
If
have
you-
the obligation
Sean, to protect your child.
And if you see
Yeah.
kids there,
Ain't-
inform
ain't-
Yeah,
somebody.
for true. And you
Ain't-
see children in the yard, like, hey, why
What's going on?
children
Yeah,
here?
ain't.
You're more
Ain't.
worse.
Ain't.
It's true.
Ain't.
It's
Gotta
a
be
social
boys.
control.
Yes.
But you know what happened with the society is like even in a small society, because normally things in small society just keep more like taboo because everybody knows
Each other.
And in the US and other countries, it's easier for you to molest somebody
Yeah,
here
or live
because you live
somewhere.
in
Yeah.
far
And
away
you move to
or
another
live
state,
somewhere
and
else and start over.
Yeah.
But here we don't have that.
Yeah,
You
go to
stay in-
Curacao. or
But
Banana.
and so still with a small society that people know each other, you could really start over here.
Yeah.
People let the look coming
Exactly.
out and starting their life. You see them in the supermarket, you see them all over. For instance, as a victim, have to see you shopping in
That's what the
Johnson.
government should take this thing serious.
It's
Because the generational turning worse, and we thinking turning worse. So the man who did it for your daughter don't prove it already.
Yeah,
So the
yeah.
government
this
should be
is-
taking these points. You're gonna have a time, and
People
they're
going-
gonna start taking things in their own hand.
And you
Exactly.
want them
Yeah.
rich, so.
It could be your children
Yeah,
went
it
to
should
one to your children went to YMCA to play
Hey, you
to
don't
play-
touch the thing, man.
to
Because
play basketball and this porcaria sitting on the next side from the road or just in YMCA yourself on a benching watching the children and talking, hey, what's up? They're gonna start like that, like talking with them, give them candies, get the how you say confidence.
But they must start one time. They gonna
get to
get
know the
your
children, you know?
relationship with
Get
Get
them.
them, get
what
them.
do you feel about these rum shop being open in school time also?
Rum shop being open.
Where I live,
Uh-huh.
I live at the school where I met my mother live, right? I left the school, I had a rum shop there, and the rum shop was the anti-technical class for where they could stand up, see the children them crossing, telling them being me to comprar chips pabo, being me to comprar mango pabo, and that's how the child
See,
get
they don't start to get comfortable with them, yeah.
I mean, you say to me,
Sí.
they
Yeah,
have it
but
Con
once-
covered.
confianza.
Once,
Yeah, you
once,
have it
once,
covered.
I know me come with a sweetie, that's where we get a sweetie from. He said, no, he buy it. I recognize the child. I recognize him. But my father was very open with us. He used to tell us flat, that man does do this with this person. And from small, I know, he's a man that molest children.
Okay.
So I know. So when I look through my window now, and she tell me I said, this man still doing this at this age? I mean, it's a big woman. When he doing
They're never gonna stop if they don't
I
get
know.
the
So
help.
I make it my business and I went in the rum shop. And I tell him, you see this lady over there? This make it the last time you ever offer her something. The last time. By the fact I don't want to see you wrong yourself when children them coming out of school. I don't want to see God know what type of person he is.
That's why these points are very
But
useful.
so
you know.
what do you think about that?
Look,
That's where it
it's
is.
a
So I
kid
find
on.
rum shops will be open after school hours.
Pá, mas er rum shop, e don't want to be wakker como negócio. Mas é te gaan zo plakken, dat é agora quem te
Ja,
llega
we
zo
zijn
rum shop.
het.
Per io te quero na mita comprare e parte e colta mo de ponto muito importante. Per te quero abo sempre como mama. Educar you is dizer sempre no toma nada de you stranger e you henry bacai. E por passa que persona ita busca e confiança de muita. Mas tá approach a pessoa tem vários casos de carro de telefone, na igreja Nicolás, na colégio Nicolás, na Marcos Nicolás, tem caso não de ainda não dona na placa,
Yeah.
cria muito nem para não vai
Mas
dormir
o work é bom. Cara,
Pero-
no school om doe ik rum shop now. Just think of it in whole general. Each school you turn you do rum shop. Just think of this in
Então, eu
general.
penso que rum shop tem meeting point de ainda não que para não puar
It's
muito.
true.
It ain't off balance because if you're standing up by the school wall of gate, it's off balance for teacher like, hey, why this
Yeah.
man standing up there, why that woman standing up? But you drinking? No, I ain't worrying with the children. I drinking here. I
Yeah,
just
I see.
chilling here.
I need a seat over.
So it's like
But that is
an undercover place
but
for you
that
to just
alcohol
be
is
doing.
one of the biggest problems in
No,
Aruba.
but this guy, this one I know he don't even drink.
Yeah, but I mean-
that's his meeting point. And that's
Okay,
what I was
then you guys from St. Nicholas should just approach him.
But that's what I do. That's exactly what I do. And
But I think up here too, you guys should have a group
Let's talk about that group.
pushing that.
Let's talk about that group. So, what is happening in Holland right now is the pedo hunters.
Yeah.
Yes. We try to lift it up over here, and we went to confront them, but then the victim gets scared too.
Yeah.
Because you're confronting your person, so that person is gonna react on them.
Yeah.
But if this group can be so independent, and we can have a list of people who are molesting children or minasa, how you call it? You're
Threatening.
yeah, you're threatening the children, or threatening the victims or the families. There should be a group like
I know
Ghostbusters.
you're there. We know
Hello,
you're there.
after
that
the
we have
problem,
you.
which address is he? Okay, we'll be there. That's
Yeah.
it.
The person just have to understand that the society ain't tolerating that type of
That they're
behavior.
watching him and they're
So
big
don't
guys.
be
But
watching
we
you.
as a community should be more open. Listen, people, we have to start opening the eyes. Stop talking a blind eye. There's no time. You just have to be more open. I spotted one time. I said we should get a sweetie from. Why he pack up there still? As we have to
That
be more.
over, yeah.
We have to be more open, more banta mass.
We should visit him.
He don't come around no more. He don't come around. No.
But still,
I know him good. I know him good.
Still, we should
So I guess he's gone to a next location.
Because you approach him.
Still, he's gonna try.
Yeah, he's gonna try it, but that's what I want people. But we have to be more open and stop being a blind eye to it. We have to be more open. It's niet normaal. You have to be just more open.
Si nos hebben problemen die worden aangetakeld en die worden solucionados, comunidad moet step up.
Juist.
Yeah.
So si nos vai querer guardar riba governante não
Juist.
não está fazendo nada, e nós vamos o sistema que está falhando, no setor internacional que não está produzindo o que nós quer. Proteção para muita não, de que a comunidade moet step up em
Yes.
começar lá então período watch, dus comunidade mesmo entre elkaar dan para um chat grupo então informar outro não de certa pessoa não que está bem está molestando muito ou que ele molesta muito que de que se não classe que você para no chat grupo para over então para portar uma mãe para algo estranho ou não sabe pessoa que faz algo informar outro.
If you're seeing somebody in a strange place
So,
over and over the same hour, that's supposed to be suspicious.
okay.
Yeah.
Supposed to be suspicious.
Comunidade me informar outro
Yeah.
e dois como eu penso também comunidade me educar qual roupa e mama e nossa comunidade tem de touch subject aqui over de educação sexual que mesmo
Yeah.
bota baby se para ter relação
Yeah.
mas o mesmo lhe que você assim wine que baila para TikTok
Yeah.
se ele so parte na íntimo que tem e que you não tem touch when was small magana gamara was telling from small when nobody touch bottom
Yeah, sure.
Nobody.
Tapping on
You
the
know,
pressure.
na prima não tem mas ela deixa o body touch
Yeah,
no
and I
avisa
have it
como
still. Yeah, I have it as a big, like, in my
Anto
bag.
no
Sometimes
quinti.
you touch me, like, ¿qué pasa?
Anto-
But that's what- yeah, I'm happy. But
Anto no
it's so, I
quinti.
grew up.
no touch floor no
No,
floor
yeah,
no
stop
explica
the
em
way it
mucha
is.
su parte su curva
Yes.
na e uma palavra
Yes.
nete não
Yes.
uma palavra que bota ganhar que tá para ora um hino touch e por bisabo de piada
And
yeah.
let me stop exposing me. We culture like to have emotion in making it a leuk, emotion in short
No
a
way.
leuk.
no mas o TikTok sim não por
Yeah.
quanto mama não
It's not leuk because
quanto
maybe you find it cute, but the
But
other
it's
one,
entertaining.
entertaining on your child.
Pero-
So we need
I
to
got
stop.
a discussion today
Yeah.
on Facebook on somebody about that. He's sitting on a motorcycle and his daughter sitting behind him, and his caption to the picture was for the chiquita ya dan
No.
segunda sa kamba.
No.
Wait, bro. I tell him bad comment, bro. What's happening? No, but I said this is my. I understand where you come from, but this is my. Kung outro hindi tawaki, kung not
kung
tawaki.
bota puti
And people is liking this shit. It's
Because it's
People
big
is like this
culture,
shit.
big
You know what
culture.
you
No,
wanna do?
it ain't
It's your
normal.
kid, it's your whatever,
Yeah,
but
no,
you
if
are
I
promoting
argue-
something bad.
I
algo pa siya bagera
You're
Yes.
sharing like on the wrong
Yeah.
things.
When I tell somebody, I told one, across and I said, listen, I buy something, that's what you have to put on. She let me to know. But it will keep it in the bill. Well, but I miss coming in the bill, mama, because you're a late child. When you're with me in my house,
everything has its age
everything, especially when you're
No
not,
grijp,
you're
no
not
grap.
putting on, you're not putting on, but
pero met de keer gewoon comunidade met z'n step up, nos
Yeah.
mensen educeren moet je nog maar, is
Yeah.
educeren in een party na, explica na pa Kiko, no touch, pa Kiko bono que no touch, sim no touch, bim bisa mama di bia, bim bisa tata di bia, começa em que se processar de muito sua cabeça. Opi mama de medo de papo over de si, pero bono tem medo de sacar para trás, de biquíni de
Yeah,
buiu, botar na
yes.
Facebook, bono tem
Yes.
medo de botar buiu
The attention
Baila.
you're giving.
Yes.
de uma maneira provocante,
Yes.
de bogatica, para botar no TikTok, para borrar, ou que me por.
yes.
No, não tem que boiu por, que bota pone boiu assim.
Yes.
Sinha boiu,
Yes.
que tá sua parte curva na que tem que proteger seu mês e que tem que bisaba o que tá passando. Mas eu hope bem muito que tá agora ankara, tá já quem tá compra kaartjes, sugar daddy, tudo isso aí. Não, não tá bem bem mama, para que a pessoa já acaba não tá wak na casa certo quando tá passa, mama não tá wa por onde não tem muito, mama tá lá com muito bala, manda em TikTok, mama tá bota cantica assim, muito na wine que tu recone, oh, pia competition master. Que bagana que sei? Aqui para amanhã, de 6 de 5 anos, é muito tempo, muito hora abusar, muito madura sexualmente para sua idade. Espero algo para ser boqueirado, porque é hora que vira talk moms no Facebook. Você que hora bota um bom mano, hora educar para you. Só que quando aqui não passa. Sim, lagi cresce turco tinha idade. Não começa a trempar com o bailamento, com
Makeup and all kind of
a
things.
geração está com falhando não.
Well, we have to we chasing or you're running with me. We have to slow
It
down.
was, yeah,
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 the time,
it was-
it's
the
a
time
good
going
topic.
fast.
We have to invite you again. This, yeah, it's very good. It's very good. I liked it. I learned a lot too that I didn't know.
Thank you for the invitation.
I learned a lot. I learned a lot I didn't know. I hope you could
The
send me
idea,
so I could read it over.
the idea is to make the community aware of not because it ain't happening in your house, you will
Yeah.
turn a blind eye.
Right, yeah.
What happening to the neighbor can
Yeah.
affect you in the future. What happening
Yeah.
to somebody else?
It could be your
Society
niece, it could be
problems.
your- yeah, it could be
Society
all- yeah.
problems. When somebody
Yeah.
don't get ahead, they on the road, they, like how you say, don't turn the person the abuser now. It could be your child. It could
Yeah.
be somebody else. It could be your brother
Yeah.
child, your sister child.
It's so,
Anybody. We
It's
have
so-
to protect all
yeah.
because all is part of the community and all of we responsible to
yeah,
raise
we just
them.
have to go the extra mile. Yeah.
And go the extra
And
mile.
It's
that's
so-
our future.
It's
That's
so
how it
early.
is,
It's so early when I work in, my colleagues say me come here paranoid, but when I see somebody coming in, a man coming in with a lady girl, I just pull the child aside flat. Say, that's your father? Do you know him? Blah blah blah.
Always do that.
I just go all in. Look at me. What are you doing?
You know.
Because I just want to know. I just want to know. It's because
There's a
we
code
get,
of protection for yourself.
yeah,
because
but we have
there's
others
lot of-
coming here too. Yeah. So I just ask them. I
A
just
lot
want
of
to
tourists bringing children
yeah,
here.
that's what I'm saying.
But
So I
not-
want to know. I just want to know who's your father. Give me your passport. I want to know. Can you say it? I just ask questions. And they send me what.
The
I'm
children
paranoid.
just be afraid.
Yeah.
you know,
That's why I just pull him aside. I just
And
come. You know.
trafficking is a high business.
Yes,
now.
it is. And
So
so
you
we should
gotta-
always go the extra mile, man. So, bam, go the extra mile. Let's
Protect the kids.
yeah. Let me
so-
protect the children because it's we future. Eh? It's there's we future. There's we future. Eh?
That's it.
I really appreciate all you taking
Yeah.
the time to come and
Always.
really inform the
And I-
community about
And
it.
appreciate the hard work of you
Yeah,
also
keep
doing.
it up, keep
Well,
it
there's
up.
a
Keep
lot
it
of
up.
work.
I
It's
know it's
pushing.
there's a lot of work.
Sometimes it's
Yeah.
heavy on us, but
Yeah.
we make a vow, not really a vow, but we
I know
make
what you
a,
mean.
we have a
Interesting.
mission
Made
aware.
the commitment already.
Yeah,
That's
made a
good.
commitment.
There's no
I as a
going back.
person don't back up so easily. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
say, don't,
they
please
don't
don't,
deal with me
please
for a
don't.
long time.
I know. I see that, and I see that.
Thank you guys for having us here. Thank you to everybody who listened to this podcast. We give a lot of great information. And if you want to contact us or you have problems or whatever you want to talk to us about, check out the Tabasta page on Facebook. Send a message there and you will be contacted fast after that. And of course, share the podcast, Costa by Life.
Yes,
Yeah,
Costa
please
by
share
Life.
that. So we can keep, you guys are doing a great job. We got to make the conscience of the people go up. We got to
Yeah.
raise it. And so please check us out, share the pages, and hopefully we're back here.
Yeah, sure,
Yeah,
for sure.
sure,
Yeah,
sure.
guaranteed.
Remember, as a victim, you're not the blame. People there, we have a group here, Tabasta, willing to listen and giving all you the guidelines where to go. Like how Danny already said, he's all in, they all in.
Yeah.
So feel free to contact them, make the change. Or if anything strange, remember you can always, if the person don't want to take the step, guide the person and
Yeah.
make the person feel safe to take the step. Take the step with them, help them, guide them through it.
And for all the ones the instances them out there that put in all your hard work and they keep going, keep pushing.
Try get them more people
yeah,
up.
try
up
get
board,
get all your colleagues in it and board and Danny and Mitch, hope you success.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Just keep pushing. I just post what he thinks a lot. I
We,
just share what he
we
thinks a
just,
lot.
we just hope we don't have to change our slogan because it was Tabasta and it still is. But our new one might be Pueblo Mis Tabay Vida Pues.
That sound good to me
That's
too.
all good. That's all
We have
good.
to reach to that extent. We
Yeah.
have to reach, you know.
Yeah, but all you keep pushing.
Thanks,
I'm
thanks,
very
And congrats to the
yeah,
manifesto
and thank
that
you a
all
lot.
put
Thank you a lot
together.
for standing out there for the children.
Thanks
Because
for
all
the
you doing
support.
is stand up even for my child or you don't know. So
Yeah, but yeah,
yes,
it's for
yeah,
everybody.
for everybody. Okay,
For
so keep
everybody.
pushing,
Go Aruba.
keep pushing, keep
Thanks for
pushing.
having us. It was nice. And follow our page Tabasta.
Yeah.
Okay?
Bye
Thanks.
guys. Don't forget to like, share. This was a long one, so you can sit down, relax. A lot of information, and
Remember, it's a community effort. Yeah, it's a community effort, and remember, you're part of the community means you're also responsible for community.
see you next week.